Hello everyone and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo Shizune's military campaign. I feel so powerless, I hate it, I can't even yell at her too, even so I want to. Yelling is for serious occasions, right? Yeah? You should yell at Misha for me. You can tell her that I want her to stop being so down. Even if she feels sad and alone, it is no reason to stay gloomy forever. Why don't you? I already did. Over a game of dice. And they're over to be exact, I won 5 times. Only the two of them would take so much pride in winning games of pure chance. Then I tried to talk to her, but it didn't go so well, obviously. Well, so did I. I tried and failed. My goal has always been to do everything better, though. Yeah, your one-upmanship is really something. But I failed too. That's why I want your help. I don't understand what I'm supposed to do anymore. For someone like Shizune, when you can interact with the world by locking hands with every obstacle in her path, but understanding only goes so far. I won't tell her that she doesn't have to worry, that she's great at cheering people up because she managed to cheer me up my first week here. In retrospect, I must have looked like kind of a dick, being in such a sour mood from the moment I came here, even though I didn't think I was being unreasonable. Even having months to digest it, we've been here months. Right, we've been here months. Hanako's arc took place over a few weeks at most. And now, like, this is happening over a few months. Seriously, developers, why did you put so much fucking bullshit into this story? Even though I don't really give that much of a shit about it. They're the same person, but they can't be together. I think Misha feels like she kind of slips through his hand, and that frustrates Shizune, but I'm sure if she's like me, then she'll die trying with Misha. It's in her eyes, so... da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Maybe it's because she hates herself, it's very plausible. You can guess her, I feel sad knowing she might be the case. Seems like I ate too much yesterday because I wake up in the morning feeling just nauseous enough for it to be a problem. I can't really postpone going to town for shopping though, despite wanting to roll over and sleep it away. I forced myself to get up and get dressed instead. When I get back to the dorm, I see Hideki standing in front of my room from the entrance. I can think of a few things more unexpected, and can't help thinking I might have a heart attack just from the surprise. Fortunately, it doesn't happen. As soon as he sees me, he says hello his usual detached way. I'm a little slow to reply to him, so he repeats the greeting without missing a beat. Hello? Is something wrong? Yeah, I'm just surprised to see you here, bruh. No surprise I would have been, since it's impossible for me to mistake him for anyone else. I'd recognize those weird clothes anywhere. Come to think of it, I've really surrounded myself with distinctive-looking people lately. Hideki's head lolls slightly to one side, a little too easily. Why? It's unusual to see someone's family come to see them. Well, yeah, actually. So Hideki isn't such a robot after all. In fact, almost if he's more caught off guard by the fact he can be caught off guard, but he recovers quickly. Never in that brief moment, he looks his age. The uncomfortable side of his seems more honest, but I wouldn't mind seeing more of it. Not so much, though. Might go away to pry. Only Shizune would be that zealous. Then my thoughts go that far as proof that she's rubbing off on me. He's a reason. Shizune is... well, path lady with a lot of stuff, and she's focused on something, she just won't drop it. I guess you would know that. Decky looks more free, walking around than I did my first week. So, this isn't your first time here? Doing it out, of course, simply ignoring the external environment. No, this is the first time I can walk around so much. It's kind of weird here. I bumped into a person who told me women are not allowed in the dorms. After I told him I'm not a woman, he told me I was misleading, and then accused me of being an assassin. I was warned that he's not only invincible, but strong enough to probably destroy the building with a punch, or at least knock over the painting hanging in the hallway. By the way, that painting is actually screwed to the wall. Yeah, this guy across the hall from me, he's okay. Yeah, I see. Oh, you left your door open. It was unlocked when I came here. I'm a little annoyed that Hideki knows that. The only way he could if he had opened my door, but the feeling passes. It doesn't matter. I have nothing to hide or steal. Your soccer ball is really nice. That's one of the things that doesn't matter. You were a soccer player. A soccer ball is very important. I guess it is. The thought makes me smile. Yeah, I'm here because my father bought me a new phone. He wanted to update Shizune in case she wants to call him. Yeah, I thought you should know too since you're her boyfriend, aren't you? Yeah. Why? Just in case there's something wrong or she needs anything. That isn't what I meant, but I'll go along. And if she did, she probably wouldn't call. That's how she is. Well, if coming all the way over here for that, though, he could have updated her via email. He does not like using emails. That's so old-fashioned. Don't tell me he still does business through regular mail or something. Silence. Now it's my turn to feel awkward. Is Hideki taking it literally, or did I hit the mark? Nah, I'm sure when it comes really down to it, he does see his daughter and tries to stay in contact with her. In the end, they are still family, after all, even though they play at being each other's throats. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit, he's actually here! The door of the student council room is open, and Hideki and I walk in Jigoro in mid-rant. He sees us, and besides, it's not the open rambling as Shizune over. This is really shaking my faith in the previous assumption. When I was in the student council, our room was smaller. Colder, too, like working out of a meat locker. Not like you spoiled kids, what a waste. Sitting here in your giant room doing nothing. Are there any Misha's not here to translate this, is she? Not to be a thing so, but hearing only one half of a conversation is pretty strange. Also, that's some code. Now that I've arrived, she changes the subject and talks to her about the reason he's here. Hideki and I are going on a trip! What are you doing? Does everyone use sign language mumble when they do it? No, but I'm just an amateur. It helps me think. It's kind of like a force of habit. Just an amateur. Unbelievable. Fine! He turns back to June, just in time to catch her shaking her head from side to side. Are you sure you won't be coming along? She reiterates the gesture. Fine. Can you tell her to call me if she needs anything? Yes. I think sending her an email would have been easier, though. I'm not going to read emails on my phone! She won't speak, she can call Hideki. I suppose if I really should call me, or that other girl will have to call me. Actually, all three of you can just call Hideki! And with that, he swiftly turns and leaves, Hideki trailing behind him. A long trip for something that took 5 minutes. Neither of them can express their feelings very well. Shizune's case, I have to question whether she would if she could. It explains a lot, but she doesn't seem unhappy with the arrangement. Even so, I wonder if she might be. When the door closed behind them, leaving Shizune and I by herself, she lets out a deep breath that seems to echo in the silence of the room. It's totally ridiculous to go asking me on a trip. See, the timing couldn't have been worse. It overlaps with the student council elections for fun. Second, I haven't even cheered up Misha. If you consider that, it's annoying to even have anything else to think about. Yeah, but you might be too focused on all of that other stuff right now. Shizune adjusts her glasses roughly. Completely 100% right. The minute I decided I was going to cheer up Misha, everything else went on the back burner, I suppose. I think your dad might care about you more than he lets on. I know. So then it could be a good idea. No. Then again, more firmly, as if for both of us. No. After coming this far, I can't take a break. A vacation would be jarring. It would be like waking up in a different life. Yesterday was like my vacation, so now we have to go all in. I'm sorry, but that's just how I am. I remember what Yuko says. She found Shizune brave in kind of way. Are you working your plan right now, this second? Your cheer up Misha plan? Of course, I was wondering, but the whole time I was being yelled at. Picking us up. Is anything important gonna happen? Think about lately, it might not be the case though. Misha knows how to sense brushes aside.
So I thought about it, and I'm gonna do enough work when I work with you in Shi-chan, so I'm gonna try harder today, so don't distract me, Hi-chan, I have to stay focused.
It's annoyingly transparent dodge. Shizune doesn't seem too happy either, since Misha didn't bother to sign any of it, opening the roll of pen in her hand instead. With the straightaway she was doing, I'm sure, so she wouldn't sign anything inadvertently. On the way Misha looks distracted and uneasy, I doubt it's because she wants to keep Shizune on the loop for any malicious reason. Although it's obviously a way of distracting Shizune from herself. Shizune wants to talk to you. Set it up.
Can I wait till later, Hi-chan?
No. Why not now?
We're in the middle of class.
Now she's spinning a pen in each hand. I'm beginning to think signing has turned into a kind of nervous tick for her. This isn't a good replacement, though. The sight of her dual wielding is pretty impressive. After class, then. After class, I don't waste a second bringing it back up. As everyone files out the classroom, leaving the three of us alone, Misha takes increasingly longer glances. I'm going to yawn. In every direction except forward. Do you want to get something to eat?
No, I do when Shi-chan keep asking me if I want to eat something, Hi-chan.
Because we're all headed to the cafeteria and we haven't eaten together in a long time, so why not?
Is this about the student council?
Takes days like replies his mission, Misha sighs.
Shi-chan, is that all you ever think about?
Before she can reply, she leaves. I have to say, I'm not left feeling very... I've destroyed their friendship. Mission completed. I'm going to destroy you, Misha. For almost 60 episodes of having to do your voice, I'm finally going to do it as I watch you self-destruct. Neither of us were expecting to go smoothly, but it would have been nice. Reading my mind, Shizune curls a finger around her glasses a while before signing. I know what you're thinking, but no, it's not like I think we should give her some space now. I told you I wouldn't give up so easily. Yeah, well now I'm starting to wonder if it's not too soon. Cold feet. Well, I'm not going to. That would be giving up on her. There's a fine line between helping someone and smothering them. But I just want Misha to pull herself together and stop acting so weird. I know she can do it. Even if she wants to try, even if people don't change overnight. If they could, then the world would be a much easier place. Okay, you win. Then I guess it's the part where we split up and look for her. Though I'm the only one who's really supposed to find her. If I run into her first, I'll call your cell phone. Smiling, Shizune takes out her cell phone, turning it on to prepare. I notice that she has an extremely high number of unread messages, and looking at her expression, so does she. Turning around one strap a couple times, she grimaces. I don't like using this thing. Why can't I just snap my fingers? And then what? I'm not a dog, and it doesn't travel as far as a phone signal. You're having a lot of fun with this, aren't you? Shaking her head from side to side, she continues. It's obvious where she will go. You can't look for her on school grounds. She would want to go as far away as she can. Check the tea shop. It's usually empty this early. Misha loves to go there if she feels like skipping class, and she loves the parfaits they have there. You really know a lot about her, but she would overthink it and turn it into something that would seem a lot more backhanded than it actually is, so I choose to just nod and leave instead, till I find her holding onto my sleeve. What? I say instinctively, forgetting she can't hear me. Feels nice that I don't have to do this by myself anymore, because I can trust you. I'm really happy. Makes me happy to hear it. I can't think of a way to respond, and end up only nodding again. Heading outside, I catch a glimpse of pink hair behind some other girl's head, and as I head that way, I realize this isn't the way to go if you want to leave school. It's the way to the student council room. If I wanted to avoid Shizune, I wouldn't head there. It's strange that Misha would be going in that direction, then. Maybe she wants to talk things over with Shizune. In which case, I have to wonder if letting things play out naturally would be such a bad idea after all, especially if it was going in a good direction. Suddenly, Misha stops and spins around, catching me by surprise.
Surprise! He-chan, were you looking for me? I had a feeling.
I was going to say, hey, I was just looking for you, but I suppose that's no good now. She doesn't finish her sentence before she blows past me, heading for the exit. I have to admit that Misha's infuriatingly sharper than I expected. Also, surprisingly fast. There's more physical activity she'll be getting. I managed to catch up with her halfway to the gate. You're really being the rudest woman in the world right now. Can you just stop trying to run away for 1 second? I want to talk to you. Misha turns on her heel, looking mildly amused, and raises her hand to tell me to go on. Now I've got her attention, though it's hard to think of the right thing to say. Where are you going now?
To Shanghai.
Can I go with you then? Waiting for her to answer feels like an eternity. It's almost like I can hear my wristwatch ticking off the individual seconds.
Okay then, He-chan.
I get the sense that she only agreed because she doesn't want to argue anymore today. When we get there, a couple comes in after us, causing Misha to jump slightly at the noise. Seeing that it isn't Shizune, she relaxes again, smiling almost as usual in order to order parfait from Yuko and sliding into the nearest booth. You ran off too fast. You could have at least waited to see what she was going to say. Misha's angry reaction tells me it could have been she was afraid of what Shizune might say.
Why are you both doing this, He-chan?
Because Shizune still wants to be your friend. I guess that for her, it's kind of like launching a nuclear missile from a submarine. You need 2 keys to do it. ... What else can she do, though? She isn't automatically signing whatever she hears or says anymore, so I'm sure that is the reason she's been having so much trouble with her. If she just tried to talk it over, you wouldn't listen. Misha's guilty expression tells me I've hit the mark. Do you really hate Shizune that much?
No, He-chan, I told you that.
She answers without even flinching, idly playing with a spoon. Yeah, I know. I'm sure she knows it too, but I wonder if it might be easier if you did. The only thing she's really thought about the last week is how to make you happy. since Shizune is still attached to you. Yesterday, though, she thought it would be easiest for you if you just hated her. Since you didn't tell her that you hate her, Shizune thinks that you can both still be friends. She's like that, thinking only in extremes. Her parfait is starting to melt, the ingredients coming together in tiny rivers that remind me of the growing roots of a tree being shown through time-lapse photography.
That's stupid! Shi-chan isn't stupid, He-chan! Don't be ridiculous!
It's got nothing to do with intelligence. Smart people can do stupid things. And anyway, isn't it true? I was terrified last week when we talked, but in the end, I was relieved because it sounded like things might go back to normal. I wasn't expecting you two to have a fight right after.
It wasn't a fight, He-chan. It's just me yelling at her.
I noticed that Misha's voice never really changes in tone, just volume. It's so low with guilt I can hardly believe it came from her. Either way, I was happy, because I thought you and her could still be friends, since she needs you.
No, she doesn't, He-chan.
So, how do you know that? There are a lot of things Shizune doesn't vocalize, say, talk about. I'm afraid if I say the wrong thing, I'll ruin the mood. I get to finally have a conversation with her, and I don't want to screw it up. I wonder if this is the first time she's had an honest conversation with me. Just because she didn't tell you doesn't mean she doesn't like you.
That doesn't make sense!
Yes, it does. Otherwise, she would argue back.
Wahahaha! Oh, God, I'm returning to my lack of character!
You don't think so? She picks fights with everyone, so why not you? Obviously, because you're her friend, and she values you, and Shizune's hurt too. She's just awful at showing her feelings. Usually she does it the wrong way, too, but she still likes you.
He-chan, do you remember what I said when I said I didn't want to hate Shi-chan or upset her? The truth is, I ended up doing both. Now it's like there's an awkwardness between us. It's hard to explain.
Both of you are so stubborn. You were talking about it like you wouldn't want to drift apart from Shizune, and then you're going to let it happen. And Shizune is just as bad. She wants to be your friend, but respects you too damn much to be as aggressive as she'd want to with anyone else. I'm sure Misha interprets Shizune giving her space as a lack of caring.
I've screwed up already, He-chan. It'll happen again, I'm sure. When I think about it that way, I don't think I'm supposed to do it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. It feels like either way I'm going to end up making things worse. And then, it might be better if I just didn't do anything at all, right?
Don't be ridiculous. Why would you even think that way in the first place? Be more positive. It should be easy for you, I want to say, but that would sound presumptuous.
He-chan, I never knew you were so optimistic. I never expected it. You always act so gloomy when I try and surprise you.
No, this is a recent thing, really. I just hate it when people give up easily now.
Ha 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 ha! Now, huh?
It makes me mad when people give up. I used to think that giving up was kind of like running away, since that's how people always describe it. But now I think about it, it's usually more of throwing something away. When you run away from something, you can think of it still being there. So it was the blah 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 blah. Stop caring, not caring, not caring, not caring, not caring. Making Misha not hate Shizune anymore. Don't care, 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 don't care. You're my friend. Step through the festival, talking about fireworks. Why are you doing this, He-chan? All stupid, bunch of reasons. I'm doing this because you're my friend. Neither of them are there. Lily's head turns in my direction, freaks me out because I didn't realize she probably heard me flipping the light switch. Hello. Hey, Lily, I didn't think anyone else would be in here. Is that you, Hisao? Yeah, but you probably knew that already. I turned to leave, which prompts Lily to quickly speak up. You don't have to leave so quickly. We both have lunch in the same room. As a matter of fact, I would prefer to eat someone else. I don't want to have to talk with Lily. I just want to trade today's trademarks. I snap at my fingers. Personally, I like it. I'll ignore it. Her tone doesn't even change slightly, but Lily's mood has obviously dipped. It doesn't seem like it'd be easy to do. I've been trying to figure out how she can make it so loud, but I think I'm damaging my knuckles. Even if it were loud enough to break windows, I would ignore it. I'm not a trained seal. I have that luxury. Are you still mad about that? I ask the question as carefully and diplomatically as possible, even though in the end, I'm the one asking to satisfy my curiosity. No, of course not. I don't like Shizune. We were in the student council together for a brief time. I heard. I wish you hadn't been so quick to join. I don't like the way Shizune runs the student council. Do you know that she's scared off most of the old members? That is why I think she tries to surround herself with people who won't oppose her. And they don't. It's like a dependency bubble. I'm sure Shizune is aware of what Lily is saying. After all, I remember her specifically denying it a couple times, which I'd always thought was strange. They say the more specific a denial is, the more likely the allegations are true, but in this case, I think I disagree. Shizune is the one subject on which her opinion could be called less than objective. Did you tell her that? Very often. Lily solves the polish of glass for tea. I'm running behind. Talking about the frenzy bubble, manipulation. Had this conversation. Game. Stop repeating yourself. That's what makes you bad as a novel. Shizune gets away from behind her bag before picking it up with a finger and moving it out of the way. But after that, she immediately goes back to tapping her pen against the desk and tearing at a checklist as she had the meaning of life itself on it. What do you need? I want to see if there's anything I could help with, like all that over there. What are those? I point to the medium-sized stack of folders beside her, but she waves her hand dismissively. I can handle it myself! Then what about the elections? And also, where's Misha? It's going okay, and I told Misha that I was going to handle everything myself. Why? She spins a pen. No reason. Really? No reason. Then he went behind it, but she's definitely not acting normally. Okay, by the time we reach the cafeteria... Can we move on? There's nothing happening! That clarity, the only thing that's changed is dark outside. And weather is so kinda nice, I've tried swallowing my nighttime pills, take a little walk to the vending machines. They're out of everything I normally get, so I mash my hand against the buttons until something pops out. Lights are up in the main building, including the student council room, just an offhand observation. As I'm thinking to myself, I hear rustling behind me. I've seen this movie before, and it's a very ominous sound to hear, alone at night. Luckily, it's just Kenji, and he wanders out of the bushes in an unusually cheery mood. Hey! What the hell, do you just creep up on people at night and say hey a lot? No, that'd be weird. I knew it was you. I have extremely good night vision. Maybe it's because I'm superhuman. What are you doing here, then? I could ask you the same thing. What are you doing here? I started telling him the truth, but quickly decided against it. It would take too long to explain. Howling at the moon. I do that too sometimes. The moon isn't out tonight, though. I barely even hear him, feeling a bit resentful at the interruption. I lied through my teeth through Shizune, and nothing was wrong, and to be more exact, I lied through my hands. And at the same exact time, I was carrying on an entirely different conversation with Misha. That conversation, understandably, could upset Shizune. There's no way that would have heard it, even Misha's hands, usually sending all her thoughts, were completely still. And if they weren't, I was standing completely in front of her, blocking them from Shizune's view. The only way Shizune could listen to the conversation was if she could read lips. Pretty much the first thing I'd asked about saying sign language was about lip reading, just out of curiosity. It's not easy, nor is it perfect, so I'd never considered it until now. It'd make sense, and the room for misunderstandings while reading lips wouldn't help. So I realized I could just use the cover of darkness to buy milk. Usually I only go out when it's raining, or I shove myself in a sea of bikers or tourists. This is much more consistent. I'm spending too much money on milk now, though. You seem mopey or out of it or something. Don't think too hard. A man has to be all about action. You can think about stuff all day, but changing situations around by doing things blah 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 is the best way. Okay, so I skimmed through it, but basically, he's lying to me. He's lying to Shizune about how things are going with Misha to protect Shizune. It's kind of nice, but whatever. And I've realized that I've read this story before, and it always ends either terribly or in a way that makes you go, oh, please, fuck right off the tip of my dick. God damn it. Story, be good. Be good, please. Hanako's story, I was having fun most of the time, and now I'm not having fun. I think this is going to be the last arc I do, if the rest of them are fucking indicative of this. I was spoiled by Hanako's arc. I'm just going to save right here. It's the game. Please, get better, make the storyline better, or just fuck right off the tip of my dick. Okay? Okay.